Hey, welcome back to the live stream about how to build a Instagram clone with Ruby on Rails and StimulusReflex. Yesterday we left off where we managed to get Tailwind CSS installed and working. And today I'm going to try to make the card look a little better and still figure out how to use not Stimulus but Tailwind, because I've never used it before. I'm only used to using Bootstrap, and so I'm new to Tailwind CSS, and I want to know how it works and figure out why people are recommending it. So I'm gonna switch back to my browser, and as you can see, I've centered the card in the page. So I'm using these two classes here. And I have problems with the icons because they're not aligning now. And I'm not sure why that is, but that's what we're going to figure out today. And if we have time, I'm probably going to move to adding the profile name up top, maybe a generic icon, because I'm not sure how useful it would be to add a dynamic one. And maybe today or tomorrow finish off with adding comments. So let's see how that goes and how much time do we have. Okay, so that's it. Now I'm looking at these icons here. So this first one looks like it's bigger than the other ones, so I want to see why that is. Okay. So I have this custom style here, and what's that called? It's a like icon. Like icon. So it looks like all of them have the same padding, but it's probably because there's an additional padding, I'm guessing, or margin. Not sure where does that come from. So this button looks like it's got some padding, which should be this 8 pixel. And then, oh, okay. So it looks like there is a typo there in the class name. I'm gonna fix that in a second. Okay. Need to sign in. Okay, so now they're aligned. One more thing I wanted to do is to add some padding to this content, the body of the post here. And to do that, I'm guessing we have some kind of P for padding. Yeah, P1 REM. So P4, that's probably what I want for the body. P4. Let's see how that looks like. Okay, that looks good. And now, should I add the username, or should I just make this navigation look better? Let's try to do both. Okay, so instead of body here, let's use username. I'm probably going to want to have that padding as well. And then I have a current user and the username. And I remember from those other videos that I have some styling for the username. Not sure. Profile name. Okay, so I have a profile name class. Okay. And the profile name is wrapped in a header class. So Instacart, because I have both the image and the profile name there. And I'm going to close that div. Let's see. Okay. So this has some padding. Then I can remove this other padding because it's obviously too much. Okay, that looks good. And now we should probably add this as well. So this, yeah, and there are actions. Yeah, let me just copy this and paste it in here. Okay, so I don't need an ID. And there's a span with Instacart actions, and then the image for the profile, and then a span with the profile name, and let's use a span here as well. Okay, and then I'm going to close that div. Okay. So let's see. That looks pretty good. Only thing left is to make sure that I have a logo. And I'm gonna add a logo in just a second. Oh, actually I do have the logo there. The path is not right. So I'm not gonna need that. I can revert to using a post file. So I can reuse that image tag here. Instead of post file, I'm gonna use a logo. PNG, I think, yeah. And then profile image. And that should do it. Let's take a look at that. Cool. So this looks pretty good. I haven't used too much Tailwind for this, but let's see what Tailwind has for navigation, because in Bootstrap we have a nav bar, but we don't have anything like that here, I guess. Components, okay. So it looks like we do have something. Headers, this is what I want. Okay. This looks very complicated. Maybe something simpler. Is there anything simpler than that? Lists, headings, page headings, card headings. Page headings. Oh, this looks like it's a paid thing. I don't know what this is. So that's not good. Okay, so I think there are a few things that you can use for free, and then there are others that you need to pay for. At least that's what I think is going on. Code, okay. Yeah, that's probably what's going on. So let me go back to application HTML, my layout, and then here I want to strip down that navigation to what? Okay, so I don't need all of that. So dash this thing, I don't need it. Okay. There's a lot of stuff here, and I'm guessing it's because it's probably responsive and has some kind of menu that opens up. Mobile menu, show hide. Okay, I don't need that. Okay, profile drop down. I don't need that either. What else? Can we see it? Yeah. Okay, cool. So looks like I've already taken out too much because I'm not seeing the these sign out and sign in, those buttons I want to keep because I do have that. Okay, so that's a drop down, which I don't want. I don't want that drop down. I want something simpler like this. Okay. So let's remove that. User menu. So user menu has an image. Okay, so now I have these two. Profile drop down, I don't need that. And instead of that icon there, I'm gonna use a menu. Oops. Okay, something like that. I guess it's fine. Yeah. I don't think I need those. Maybe I do. So much stuff. Okay. So mobile menu, I don't care about it. Okay, this looks better now. And I want to see how to add a button. Buttons. Grid, alignment, sizing, typography, backgrounds, borders, effects, tables. There are no buttons. Okay, buttons. So you need to pay for buttons? That doesn't sound right. Okay, no buttons. Link. No. Let me go to typography, size, style. Yeah. Instacart. So this navigation should go here. Okay, and then these links should go there. Okay. And now I want to space these out a little bit. And I'm wondering how this menu works. So it's using a text gray class, which I could probably use as well text. Or I could remove this gray background. Oops. Yeah, that looks good. And then I need to add some padding here, or some margin. So margin 1, I'm not sure how much that is, but we can find out. So margin 4 is 1 rem, and that should work fine. And then class M4. Not really a fan of adding so many classes to the HTML. Yeah, that's fine. Right now, I also have all these links show up all at once. And you probably want to hide the sign out link when you're signed in, actually when you're not signed in, and hide the sign in when you're signed in, because you don't want to sign in twice. And also the sign up. So I'm not sure if I should do that now. Yeah, let's do it. Navigation links dot feature navigation links scenario. I don't see the sign out. Sign out and just a sign out link when I'm not logged in. So given I go to the home page, then I should not see the sign out link. Okay. Oops. All my tests are failing because of the Tailwind import. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need to make that SCSS, because there's, as far as I know, there's no import in CSS. Is it? Let's try that again. And now I'm probably not gonna get any. Oh, so I don't need those. That's strange. Okay, fine with me. So Webpacker seems to know how to pick up Tailwind without those imports. Okay. So The cucumber tests seem to be running slow today. I wonder if I have something open that takes a lot of CPU. Okay, so there is no step for I go to the home page, and no step for I should not see the sign out link. Okay. Step definitions, home page, steps, $B. Paste those in, visit the home page, and then expect the page to not have content. Content, or actually not have CSS. User sign out. So the reason I'm using the ID instead of the text is because I want to be able to change the text without having to change the test. And by using the ID, I'm making sure that the text of the link doesn't affect my tests. So expecting not to find visible CSS user sign out, but found one match. Okay, so now I can go in and say if user signed in, else. Okay, and now if I'm signed in, I should see the sign out, right? So this should pass now. Okay. Homepage, no. What did I call that? Sign, I can't remember. Navigation links, okay. And I should see the sign in and sign up links. And that's gonna fail, obviously. To have user sign in and to have sign up. Okay. Sign up, sign in. Good. Okay, and now what I want is to add another test where the user is signed in, and if it's signed in, he should not see the sign in link and the sign up link. I don't see the sign in and sign up links, and I'm logged in. Okay, and I want to see the wording of the previous tests that I have for logging in. Create post. So given I'm logged in, okay, that's what I want. Then I should not see the sign in link, and I should not see the sign up link. Okay, run that, and steps, homepage steps. Okay, I'm gonna copy those that are missing. Okay, so sign in and sign up. Cool. So now let's commit all that. Added tailwind. Okay. I'm gonna also push this to GitHub so you can get access to it. And what's left to do is adding comments and liking comments. So we're gonna focus on that next. Now, comments should probably belong to both the user and the post. Okay, so let's add a new feature. Create or post comment feature. Post comment. I can post a comment. Okay, now I need to have a post first. So I'm going to reuse this, given I've created a new post. When I add a comment to the post, then I should see my own comment. And I also want other people to see my comments without refreshing the page. So others can see my comments in real time. Okay, so let's go back to given I've created a new post. Let's see. And someone else watches my post. When I add a comment to the post, then the other person sees my comment without reloading the page. Okay. So those are the new features that I want. Okay, so these are the new steps, and I'm going to create the steps for comments. Comment steps. Okay, so adding a new comment to the post, what does that mean? Adding a new comment means I fill in a post comment, post comment field with this is my comment, and then I click on a link or a button, post comment submit. So that means that's what adding a comment means. And then to see it, I'm expecting the page to have content. This is my comment, but not just have content, because this could be the same content with the field. So I don't want to get false positive. So I'm gonna replace this with have CSS with this text inside a particular div that's called post comments, like that. So that's what I'm expecting. Oh, looks like I have a typo. Okay, no need that. So for the last step, I have the same thing, but capybara using session browser 2. Like that. So those are my tests. And now we can go ahead and implement this feature. Unable to find post comment because I don't have it. So in my post HTML, let me go back to this original file HTML and look at the comments section. So I'm gonna have a div for comments, Instacart comments. I wonder if that's what I use here, post comments, Instacart comments. Oops. Okay, my editor's acting funny. Okay. So it was comments, steps. Okay. So inside this, we'll have Instacart comment for each comment, and inside that, we're going to have a link to like the post, and then the profile name, and then the body of the comment. So yeah, maybe instead of just a comment, maybe I want something like mix and go, because that's my profile name. Oops. That. Okay. So let me look at the form. Okay, so I have an input field and a link. Like that. and this should probably be a submit button. Actually, let's just create the form for post. Actually, yeah, form for comment, and then have a text field for the body of the comment with a class name of Instacart form input. Okay. Then I need to update this to be Instacart form input. Instacart comment. Okay, Instacart comment submit. So for the submit button, I'm gonna have a class called Instacart form submit. Okay. So let's take a look at this in the browser. Okay, I don't have a comment. So here comment is post comments build. And now if I run the test, I'm probably not going to have comments because I don't have a relation defined and I don't have the model. Right. Comment with body, user ID, reference. How do you define references? Rails migration reference. User references. Okay, I always forget that. User references post references. Okay. So now I have a comment model. Belongs to user, belongs to post. I'm going to define those tests. It is expected to belong to user and post. And now the user will have many comments and many posts and comment. Yeah, and post will have many comments as well. So I forgot to add this test. Comments. And in the post spec, comments. Okay. So my tasks are passing now. And let's go back to that cucumber feature test. This should have the comments now. Okay. So on line 28, which post HTML, which is this one, it says that a comment is nil. Okay. And if I look at the posts, so here so the problem is that I've only initialized comment in the posts controller. Instead of doing that, I could initialize it here, like post comments build. So I could do that. And now I need a route, or do I? Yeah, I do. For creating comments. Okay. And so what I could also do is just do comment new, right? And then here I need a URL that goes to comments. Well, let me see what that URL is. Rails routes. It's probably new. Oh, comments post. Okay, comments path. Comments path. Post. Like that. Okay. Unable to find Instacart comment form input. Sure. And that is because comment step, because it's looking for an ID. So this is an ID. Okay. But I cannot have an ID here because this comment form is on multiple cards, and in my index file, index page or home page, I'm showing multiple cards which have, each one has its form, so I cannot have multiple IDs with the same name on the page. So what I need to do is scope that somehow. I could scope it to the post body, so I could find the post with the specific body, and then from that point I can travel up to the parent element and then go back and find the form. Or I could use IDs and peek inside the database, but I don't like that. So I could do within and here. Let me see if I can find some examples of capybara within. Capybara within, and then parent. Parent. No. So this looks like it's going up to the parent. I would prefer something else where I can identify the node's content. Find selector, parent goes up. And I know I have something like that, but I'm not sure where to find it. Find sibling. Interesting. So I can use something like this and then find my class name. Can I do that? Or this? Let's see. So capybara within. What does that take? Okay, so you can take an XPath or a CSS selector. and I can do this as well. So let's try that. So I'm looking for, what am I looking for? I'm looking for a header. Let's see. So I'm looking for a Instacart header with text. What's the text? Create post. My post body. My post body. So I'm looking for something like that. And then I can chain this fill in. I wonder if that works. So I need to find that, and then this is probably not gonna work. I could use set. Unable to find Instacart header. Okay. So it's not header, it's body. But this I don't think this fill in will work, because I need to find something. Yeah. So find and then set. So find Instacart input and then use set like that. Set node. Yeah, let's see if that works. And this is find and then click. Okay, so it finds the body, but it cannot find inside of that. So what I need to do is go back. So capybara find sibling. So instead of find, I need to use sibling. My editor doesn't seem to work today. What was my steps file comments. Okay, so sibling and sibling as well. Sibling. Let's see if that works. Instacart comment form input. I think for siblings, there's some special syntax. Where is it? No. Actually, I think sibling needs to go there and then fill in with text. That, and then this is going to be click on. No. Find and then click. Let's see. So a sibling, fill in this sibling, this field, which is a sibling of Instacart body. Sibling. I wonder why that doesn't work. Why is it not finding the sibling? It doesn't know about siblings, sorry. Maybe I need to call it on an element, like page, for example. No. Yeah, I think we'll leave this for tomorrow because I don't want to take a lot more time on this episode. And so tomorrow we'll continue with adding comments and hopefully be done with all the features. Yep. So if you're interested in seeing the end of this, please join in tomorrow and we'll take it from here. Bye-bye.